Alright, Chelsea news. Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, and I hope you're all doing well. I really do hope that. Namaste, my dear sweet friends. Welcome back to Chelsea News. Bellissimo, the daily series here on Football Therapy, where I see what's being said around the rags about Chelsea, giving you my opinion, but hey, of course, asking for yours. Two articles I want to dive into today. A Football.London article talking about both Sergio Ramos and Bakayoko, different, as well as a Mail Online article, yes I know, I'm sorry, about how Erling Haaland expects to join Chelsea. Ooh, heating up for potential disappointment or excitement explosion. We'll have to see. Do subscribe, hey, only if you fancy it, friends. But if you do consider to subscribe, hit the bell notifications icon, and you're welcome to like the video to help a brother out. Also, do check out Football Yannick daily content on there, of course, where I'm doing 2 or 3 videos a day talking about the big sensational stories from around world football. Link in the description or in the corner card to go check out my other YouTube channel. Right, that's enough of that. Let's jump into the first story and talk about Bakayoko and Sergio Ramos. Cool, of course, Ramos a free agent. A big Galactico defender who's been one of the world's greats at centre-half for a long time now. Is he cooked? Well, maybe. He didn't look that great in the Champions League final loss to Chelsea Football Club. Oh, we got it in early! Chelsea are the champions of Europe. We are. Still, you'd imagine he's still pretty good. And for a free transfer for a year or 2, you know, could be up there. Ramos, Thiago Silva, we'll get into that in just a moment. The article also references, Ramos Bakayoko, together with Angolo, they never give the ball away. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Bakayoko as well. Yaya Toure 2.0, we thought. Had like 2 excellent games for the Chelsea, and then, you know, we all remember what happened next. Not a lot of good things. He did quite well in Italy though, might be going back there. You know what, let's just jump straight into this article and see what it's saying about both Ramos and Bakayoko. Chelsea midfielder pushing for summer transfer as Sergio Ramos offer made. Bakayoko pushing for Chelsea exit. With his current deal at Chelsea up in 2022, Bakayoko's contract with the Blues leaves little room to wiggle for any potential loan move, but Gazzetta dello Sport, via Sport Witness, have reported that a deal can be closed immediately for a reasonable price. They also report that the Frenchman is pushing for a move back to AC Milan, but it's simply a case of agreeing a fee. However, because both player and transfer chief Marina Granovskaya are keen on finding a permanent solution quickly, there isn't expected to be too many problems with an eventual deal. Cool, remember we bought Bakayoko for like £35 million the season after we bought N'Golo Kante. So we partnered them together, or that was the designs for Antonio Conte's second season at Chelsea, to play a 3-5-2. I think here, because we sold Matic, he was like the Matic replacement, because Matic went to United. So it was Kante, Bakayoko and Cesc Fabregas in a 3-man midfield. Actually, at the time, seemed pretty tasty considering how well Bakayoko did in that Super Monaco side. It started very well. I remember his first game away at Wembley playing against Tottenham in the league. He had like an amazing performance. Obviously, that's where the song of him and Kante came from. And he was injured as well, so we thought, this guy's playing for injury for the big derby. He knows what it is to be Chelsea. Things went wrong. Ultimately, Chelsea will regret the signing of Bakayoko, because he would have cost them money, but potentially not much, because they would have got a lot with loan fees from him. I think he went to both Milan and Napoli. Anyway, there would be, you know, them paying the wages on top of the loan fee, so it wasn't disastrous. And ultimately, if we can make a little bit of money back with the 12 months left on his deal, you know, it won't be much, it'll be a few million. But Chelsea have this relationship with Milan because of Tomori and stuff like that. Maybe they can, you know, strike something up, just keep a good relationship, give them a relatively cut deal, and if the player wants to go back, he'll sign, no problem. In terms of disastrous historical signings, it's not Danny Drinkwater levels, you know, who was on loads of money because he came as a Premier League winner and big salary, and he never had a sniff at Chelsea apart from scoring that one wonder goal. But Bakayoko, I'm sorry, but it just ain't working out. It just ain't gonna work out. I can't remember the lyrics. Anyway, let's move on to Ramos. The Blues make Ramos, quote, offer. Chelsea have reportedly made an offer to Real Madrid defender Sergio Ramos in the hope of persuading him to move to Stamford Bridge. That is according to Spanish TV broadcaster El Chingarito. Oh god. Yes, we all remember that TV reporter show tabloid. Who have close connections to La Liga giants. Ramos will leave Real Madrid this summer after a decorated spell in the Spanish capital, with PSG the favourites at the moment to land his signature. Chelsea have also been linked, however, and now appear that they've made their move. Even with this step though, any potential deal is a long way from happening. Interesting. Yes, he's favourites to join PSG, and it makes a lot of sense. He probably wouldn't get a long-term deal at Real Madrid, and he probably wouldn't get loads and loads of money, which you would like off them, because I don't think they have much money, Real Madrid. PSG come beckoning, he could do the business in Liga 1, which is a lower level than La Liga, and let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, he will get so much money at PSG as a free agent. They love paying lots and lots of money to free agents. Almost certainly a lot more than Chelsea will. Depends, the offer's there from Chelsea. He might be intrigued to test his skills at the Champions of Europe second time. Who knows, maybe he wants to join up with superstar Mason Mount, but maybe not. Maybe he just wants quite a lot of money and French titles. We'll have to see what happens there. Keep it locked to Football Therapy, of course, because I will always update you on any stories related to the Blues. Make sure that bell notifications icon is turned on. Let's move on to the next story of today's video and talk about, yes, that's right, the big handsome, well, not so handsome, the big Norwegian striker, Erling Haaland. Ding, 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 yes, that's right, the Norwegian gunman of Dortmund is away on holiday, having a blast, wearing some questionable clothes. Meanwhile, his buddy Jadon Sancho has been sold to Manchester United. That's right, we had the here we go from Fabrizio Romano, so that suggests mainly that they'd be really unwilling to sell Erling Haaland in the same transfer window. But of course, the following transfer window, they'll get about half as much money due to the release clause. Can they be allured to sell him to Chelsea Football Club if they get a striker in return in the shape of Tammy Abraham? I don't know. The stories have been linked suggesting that could be the case. Would Tammy even want to go to Dortmund? Maybe, if he looks at what happened with Jadon Sancho. Still, that's not the story we're talking about today. We're referencing an article from the esteemed publication, The Mail Online. Let's see what they're saying. Erling Haaland is expecting to complete a sensational move from Borussia Dortmund to Chelsea this summer, according to reports. Sports Mail understands the Blues have opened up talks over a move for the Norwegian striker at the beginning of the month, even though the full cost of the deal could cost them close to £170 million. That is so much money. The Bundesliga outfit have stated they do not wish to sell their coveted centre forward this summer, but the ambitious striker is open to taking the next step in his career. That's true. The way Haaland sort of responded to questions, it did sound like he wants to respect the contract, but that he wanted to go. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's just me. Let's read on. But according to Ian McGarry on the Transfer Window podcast, a potential move has hit a stumbling block with the Champions League holders unwilling to bow to the demands of his agent Mino Raiola. Here we ruddy go. Mino Raiola come out of under the bridge with his club going, no, money, money. Why do people get Mino Raiola as their agent? He just makes moves more difficult. You're Erling Haaland. People are gonna want you. You don't need Mino Raiola to charge 20 million for each deal. I don't understand it. Quote, his agent Mino Raiola is keen to insert a get-out clause into Haaland's contract in order that he move. His next move, that is after he moves from Dortmund, is smooth and also concrete with regards to the payment and also to the structure. Okay, interesting. So a buyout clause. Chelsea would absolutely never entertain a buyout clause, but it sounds like there the agreements of terms financially make sense and everyone's happy as in Erling Haaland and club. So that's a positive, but yet Chelsea will never accept a buyout clause, like in fair play. And of course, in Mino's case, the commission. Chelsea are not particularly keen on any get-out clause for any of their players. This is something that's obviously more common in Spain, La Liga, and also Serie A, and sometimes in the Bundesliga as well. Well, as you can see, Erling Haaland has a buyout clause next summer. Something Raiola would have put in for that deal and is trying to put in for the Chelsea deal. Because, of course, Haaland is coming from Dortmund and expects to be joining Chelsea before the season begins. Wow! So Haaland wants to and expects to be joining Chelsea, should we believe this podcast transfery man. Positive, if we believe him. But let's believe him! This is something that has to be ironed out between Raiola and Chelsea if this deal is going to be signed in terms of both Dortmund and the player himself. The Bundesliga giants have also agreed a £73 million deal with Manchester United to sell his teammate Jadon Sancho. This could toughen Dortmund's determination not to sell Haaland, but super agent Raiola claims all parties could yet be tempted by a quote, good opportunity. What we know as of today is that Dortmund spoke extremely solemnly to us and said, we are not selling him. That's the situation. Definitely. Yeah, but they said that a few times before Dortmund, haven't they? Money talks, right? That's what they've said. Now let's see if that desire is still there through to the 1st of September. Today, the official stance of Dortmund is this, but I've got another view. I think that if a good opportunity comes up, everyone would be happy. We'll put it on the table. Haaland is interested in two things. Scoring goals, because he's a little bit like Cristiano Ronaldo or Zlatan. It's his obsession. And winning titles. No doubt he'll pick somewhere where he feels those two things could go together best for him. Well, you could win titles with Chelsea. We are the champions of Europe. He will be very, very aware of that. Could he score loads of goals at Chelsea? Well, we've got loads of attacking players that could feed him, but the current system doesn't necessarily thrive for scoring goals. We do have a high chance creation, so maybe it does actually. We'll have to see. Look man, the article's positive, referencing Ian McGarry, whatever his ruddy name is, saying he wants the move or he expects the move. So in his head, psychologically, he's already like fermenting the idea of being at Chelsea. That's massive. He might push for the move eventually to Dortmund, saying, look, transfer request. I don't know, man. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts, feelings and opinions. I've got a sore throat, so I'm going to end the video now. Enjoy the football. One love. Peace.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me baby.